Well, welcome back to my channel. As I try to continue to give you helpful information here, I wanted to take a few minutes today to just kind of emphasize the value of the types of services that LegalShield offers versus what others might tell you. Okay, so especially attorneys. They've got a vested interest in what they do, and we have a vested interest in what we do. And we have attorneys, but we work in a little bit of a less traditional way. So, what is LegalShield, first of all? Well, it is a month-to-month service. You pay a monthly fee, a fixed fee, okay? And you get service access to a nationwide network of attorneys, really, in essence. You'll have a dedicated law firm in your state, and it is extremely affordable and dependable. So, what do I mean by that? Well, you aren't limited just to a few areas of law. We have a wide array of services. And what's nice about them is that you are able to just pick up the phone or go into your app and be able to request those services right away. And I say right away, I mean anywhere from 4 to 8 business hours as a general rule on your initial intake with them. So a lot of attorneys, if you've had to deal with attorneys at all, then you know that you call in, they decide whether or not they're going to help you or not. Sometimes they get back with you, sometimes they don't. They'll tell you when, maybe they won't. They have parameters to work with LegalShield, which is very important because when I say 4 to 8 business hours, typically it's even less than that they're going to get back with you. So you're not going to be left hanging, especially if you got something that's really important on your mind. And usually legal issues are really important on our minds, right? So you are in an area, you're going to be able to get legal advice, consultation, wills, auto accident help, document review, contract review, landlord-tenant, representation for certain cases in court, all as part of that membership. So there's nothing additional for a lot of those things, okay, that you're going to be used on a regular basis. Now, regular lawyers may kind of push aside just how comprehensive LegalShield is, maybe thinking it hurts the way they do business, okay? It helps you get ahead of things. So rather than be somebody that is finding out later about issues, you can be, I guess you could call it proactive, right? You're gonna be able to have them review documents and contracts before you sign them. Now you can still do it afterwards, but it's great to be able to do it before you sign them because you're not gonna worry that later on down the road it's gonna bite you in the butt, okay? You don't want that happening, all right? So that is what's another great part of the service, all right? The next thing is they have 24/7 emergency service. Now, when you deal with attorneys outside of the LegalShield system, you are not going to have that benefit as a rule. Okay, I would kind of guess that even people like Oprah or major stars and whatever, they may not be able to necessarily always get a hold of their attorney when they need him in an emergency. So, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, or maybe you have a teenager that happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, maybe you get in a car accident late, everything doesn't happen between 9 and 5, right? And so you have an emergency situation. We had a story of a lady that I talked to not too long ago where, they came to her door to try to remove her children from her home in the evening. Well, that's not between 9 and 5, okay? And she was able to have access and be able to pick up and use our 24/7 emergency access number to actually have and talk to an attorney right away so that she could deal with this situation and not have somebody come to her home and try to take her kids from her. And it was very, very powerful to be able to have that. And so, if you can get a hold of an attorney outside of those hours, it's typically going to cost you a lot more money, right? And are you going to have that instant access? Quality, consistency. You have the same law firm having all of your information from all of the things that you have dealt with over the years. I've had this service well over 20 years. I can't tell you how many times I've used it. It's a lot, okay? I know it's more, all that they have saved me and helped me with, and the peace of mind is way more than the monthly cost of the service, okay? Now it's changed over time, and in some states it's different, but typically between around $30 a month, $29.95 is what I pay for the basic legal plan. And we do have other things. So, we've got a gun owner's plan, we've got a business plan, we have several business plans, we have a super identity theft product. So all of this is all into one opportunity to have, and you choose what you're gonna want. And as I said in the beginning, okay, being able to know that it's a month-to-month service, and that, if it's not working for you, you don't have to keep it. When I first heard about this from a friend of mine, the idea to me was, you're telling me that if I sign up with this and I don't like it, I don't have to keep it? Because I figure as a business owner, I always had to deal with stuff that was locking me in for 6 months or a year, many times, okay? And so to know that they were offering it that way meant to me that it must have been a good, legit service. And this business they've been in business now for over 52 years, so they're doing something right, okay? The lawyers are highly qualified. The average length of time that an attorney that you're dealing with is going to be over 22 years. And that's consistently been going up over the years with the amount of attorneys that have stuck with LegalShield services, and now with PPLSI, okay? So again, are you getting that? How do you know you're getting that with an attorney? Okay, they're not gonna tell you, oh, you know what, you've got such a wide array, they cover every area of the law with prepaid legal. No, they're just gonna kind of weigh on the things that maybe don't work. Like say you got a specific situation that is very technical or very demanding, and maybe we don't have an attorney that you feel is going to give you what you need, and you may have to go outside of our services. Well, that's possible. But for the average person and the average small business owner, being able to have access when you need it, as often as you need it, knowing that you can just go into your app. You don't even have to talk to them. You don't have to call, wait on the phone for somebody. You can go into your app, put the information you want to get answered. I need advice on this. Here's some paperwork. You can upload that kind of things in there. This is what I need to help with. And within 4 to 8 hours, you're going to get a call from that business owner or from that attorney, okay, in the right area of law to help you with that service. It's just so powerful. It's just really amazing. So you're not going to have attorneys always tell you about all those pluses, and they'll tell you about the cons. Well, what if you really need somebody for this and they don't have somebody for that? Well, they've been in business 52 years. The odds have gotten pretty good lately that we've got it pretty much all of it covered, okay? Now, will some situations cost you some money? Well, you get a 25% discount, which is one of the things they do. So, if you do need something outside of that, you can be able to get that, okay? Now, one thing I like is that with our site that you can go to, and in my description down here and below, you'll be able to go to a link that'll take you right to the website. And yes, it's my website. Yes, I promote this product because I just truly believe in it, okay? But if you go in there and you click on all memberships, and then you look at the legal plan, for example, and then next to the legal plan, it'll say, what does it say? More details, I believe. Yeah, so it'll say more details. And then, let's see, next part, you'll see more details, then click there and you'll see plan details. And that specifically tells you exactly what's involved in that plan, okay? And then if you still have questions, you can give me a call, contact me, email me, phone me, and I'll be glad to help you with those questions. But you can actually enroll right there. But if it makes sense to you, just go ahead and do it. Get it taken care of. And if it's business hours right now, you can be able to talk to an attorney today. That's how quickly the service works. You're going to get emails on how to upload the app and all that stuff. So, attorneys are going to tell you, hey, look, I specialize in this. This is what I do. I can help you. Maybe they have several areas of specialization, and that's great. But with this, you have a fixed cost. And I always like that, right? It's nice to have a fixed cost as a rule for 90% of the things that you're going to be dealing with. So if this was helpful, again, like and subscribe, click the bell for notifications, help me to spread the word, and you'll be able to spread the word as well. Just by doing that, you might be helping somebody else who's been looking for that information. Legal services are very expensive. But they're necessary, right? So when you need it, you need it. It's sort of like oxygen, you need it, you gotta have it, all right? So that's great, but the nice thing is you can be proactive in a lot of things and have this service taken care of for you. So thanks again for watching, and look forward to seeing you in more when I give more information.